Aussie.
All right, Tuesday night, first stream of the week. Hello, Greg. How you doing? And I don't know if I'm still having this weird bandwidth problem, although it seemed to be okay last stream. I genuinely don't know. I'll have to rely on everyone to tell me, because I can't tell from where I am. Okay. Pour myself a beverage. I'm a goddamn adult and I can do what I want. The glass just farted. A bubble came up. You know what? I'm going to give myself a bit of orange garnish as well. See how this goes. And pretty well, it's releasing a lot of aromatic orange oils. Ooh, this is a really brittle or tough orange peel. There you go. Go in there, orange peel. I want to do, I think I have this for Thursday and Friday night. Another peel? Yeah. I'll do another peel later. Because I'm a wild and crazy guy, and anything can happen. I can do what I want. Ooh, and speaking of things I want a cherry. Alright. Stab. That didn't quite work. Almost did. Just got it on a really weird angle. Stab. Ooh, that works so well. I got two. And I'm going to go with that. I'll put that in there. And it's all happening. It's all happening in Angry Town. Getting multiple cherries. Spectacular clarified cocktail. Oh my god, I'm going to make another one of them tomorrow. I got this whole orange. It's mostly denuded. I think that peels right out. I can't use it. Juice that tomorrow. Make another version of this. This is I have latched onto best clarified cocktail. And I don't even know if I've made this for my. I'm going to have to check. This is a weird thing where I forget what I've done and what I haven't done. I think I did. I'm genuinely not sure. So I shall have to check again and see. It's just the way it is. It's so fucking tasty though. Oh my god, that is so freaking good. Well, okay. I do want to try a variation of that too, with no citrus, but it tastes really yummy. I don't know if I need to bother, but you know, who knows? Hello, honey. How you doing? Good. Stream that tells me people are watching, but people have been a little quiet in the chat. That's okay. Is it there? I'll just monologue. I can do that. just talk about. Oh wait, I should open the Discord while I'm talking about it. You Netflix smash hit watched 40 million times in just 3 days. Something about a fighter. I'm sure I've seen this one. It's a French action film. KO. Okay. There you go. Right, so what was I doing? Discord. I do have the Discord open in case anyone's leaving a message on the Discord. Oh, good. Hey, Calzo. Yes, let 1,000 blossoms bloom. You know what we're talking about. That's okay, chat. Oh, sorry, Greg. You do the dishes, mate. I'll just be oral wallpaper for you. And hello, Sophie. Charlie's with soon. You're gaming? Nice. It's good to be doing stuff. Multitask. Listen to me rabbit on. Finish the levels in your game. It's all good. Just having light drinks. Various clarified drinks. This remains one of the weirdest results I've got from clarification. I expected that to be a really light green, and it was instead this really mossy green, but it was still clarified, it was still clear. It's just way more color than I was expecting it to retain. It just goes to show the process can always provide surprises, which honestly is why I keep doing it, because it's a fun process. You get yummy drinks, and you can always get a couple of surprises out of it. Like to keep life interesting, essentially. It's a more tropical. Tropical and sweeter, and at the same time also just gotta keep on keeping on. Who's gonna go? What's in the news? You know, the thing where we riff on the news. Look at some news happening. Oh, I saw that. My do. Paradating, one of the shirt sites. Yes, I'm doing a 80% off flash sale. No, you're not. You're lying. You always lie. What's going on? The whiskey list selling a 5-year-old bourbon. 50% ABV. 30% off. Next week's menu is available. It's too early, you foods. We'll do that on Thursday. Springbank, they make really expensive whiskies. So I'm just going through my emails. Dan Murphy's how to winterproof your bar cart. Yes, I finished Shoresy. They put the first season of Shoresy on Netflix, and I binged it in one day. Was it one day or was it both days of the weekend? Crocodile sausages for Crocodile Day, Safa. Not sure the last time I saw crocodile meat for sale, actually. Certainly a long time since I've had it. See if this site has any good cocktail shirts. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Okay. You had Wagyu beef. I had pork sausages and mac and cheese for dinner. And the pork sausage had a hint of jalapeno. It was only a hint because I'm super wussy with spice, and it wasn't too much for me. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Let's see, are there any good cocktail shirts on this site? It's disappointing, but completely unsurprising the amount of AI slop in these designs there is now, like that chicken in a glass. And that Darth Vader one. And they're like $50 each. The exchange rate shit. They used to be cheaper than that. And they'll give me 25% off, so it'll be, God, nearly about $35 a shirt. I mean, there's some nice designs, and some of them are technically. I think that's an AI one that technically alcohol is a solution. I feel like that's another AI design. And these giraffe ones, I feel like they're AI designs. Well, there's a lot of pages of them. Are they all really cocktail shirts? Step aside coffee. This is a job for alcohol. I'm so glad I got that one. Yeah, they're still. Although I feel like they're definitely repeating. Oh, they are so repeating the designs. Why would they do that? Because the website coding is really shit. Yeah, I don't know if they were cheaper, or if I won Lotto or something, I'd get some of them at this price. But for knockoff shirts, $50 is too expensive. And because they have knocked off these designs. So I'm not going to pay $50 for a shirt where they've knocked off the design. There are definitely a couple I quite like. There's another Darth Vader one. It's like on the one level, I'm tempted because I'm a Star Wars nerd. On the other hand, like, fuck it. But God, it's almost like, why should I care about these images being AI when all the other ones are stolen? I'm a hypocrite. But now suddenly they're not cocktail designs anymore. Anyway, no, there are no shirts I'm going to get. Forget about it. There was a little bit of rain today, Safa. AI fashion. Oh, the companies behind it are so fucking evil. Justin, you found out creepy Greens MP fled. Oh God. Justin dishing the dirt. Safa, I think mine were more like $30. Hey Celtic, how you doing? Oh, speaking. Look, the man's here. Look, I went to the post box. Wait, I thought I brought them in here. God damn it. I have to duck out to the kitchen. I'm sure I brought them in here. Apparently not. Apparently, I'm just an idiot. Thanks, Celtic. I like this shirt too. But look, I got to go get the mail. Just a sec. Okay. Got the letters. So many letters. All right. Oh my god. And I'm really going to have to clean up. Maybe tomorrow. So Justin, creepy guy moved to Maitland. I know where Maitland is. Working as a real estate agent. That's awesome. So this one is addressed to Lord Angry My God. And I'm fascinated by how often the I've mentioned this before, but when Celtic puts the stamps in the not right place, often stamps aren't cancelled. This one is, even though it's in there. Have I seen this one? An intelligence test. I have seen this one before, and honestly, there's an element of this I think is pretty clever because they're playing with your perception, like intelligence test. Question 1. How many of each animal did Moses take into the ark? Just keep pulling over his bus. Probably real estate agents aren't very ethical. So these are trick questions. How many of each animal did Moses take in the ark? None. It was Noah. Also, Noah took none into the ark because Noah's not real. Anyone who acts as if that story has any element of truth is a goddamn idiot. And again, what's the name of the raised print deaf people use? Again, meant to power suggestion, you meant to say Braille. Saying deaf people don't use raised print. Maybe they do. You don't know. Is it possible to end a sentence with the word the? What's the answer to that? The question itself. Spell the word shop. S-H-O-P. What do you do when you come to a green light? All right, because you said shop. It's meant to be in your brain that you say stop. Let's go. It's noon. You look at the clock. The big hand's on the 3. Little hand is on the 5. What time is it? It's noon. The clock stopped. Spell aloud the word silk. S-I-L-K. What do cows drink? Are they saying cows don't drink milk? Saying only calves drink milk? Then let's go, but here's an important question. Will you go to heaven when you die? No, because heaven doesn't exist. Justin, there is a difference between, dude, you do not want to make me angry by doing any sort of shit, fuck up, half-assed defense of AI. AI is not inspired by artwork. AI is a scam from tech companies that cannot exist unless they steal the work of other people. There is no inspiration in AI generated images. Most stolen book of all time. It's the Bible. Or so the story goes. This is not possible to quantify that. Oh, a printout. Nice. Shop for schools. What is this? Oh, Nowra Center Plaza, doing a fundraiser for schools. That's nice. Keep me at pace with buying. Is this going to be flavored milk? Oh, you went to McDonald's. All right. A brekkie McCrap. Hey, I went to Five Guys the other day. Been going to Macca's. Oh, nice, Dr. Abigail. I love awesome stories. Do you want to tell it in text, or do you want to tell it on screen with voice and stuff? Another little one, just angry Aussie with a smiley face. Print out something. Oh God. Yes, your Tomorrow's World subscription. I get it. Yes, you can tell me on stream. Hello, Madam Butterfly. How are you? It's often the easiest way to tell a story in typing out a bunch of stuff. Okay, this one I'm going to do. There's another one. See, I could reuse the stamps because it doesn't have a postmark on it. What's in this? Oh, see, another docket. Is this for flavored milk? Oh, the register was running out of paper. It's got those stripes on it. Oh, you've been going to Macca's a lot. Okay. So if it wants a VD update, so I put down. This one's just to Andrew. That's fairly again with no postmark on the stamp. Is it Lemonhead? Hello. Feel like I haven't seen you in ages. What have you been up to? How you been feeling? Opening the weird random mail. Now this is from Coles. Yes. No, this is Red Bull. Okay, you managed to surprise me. Not flavored milk. That was for Red Bull. Okay, this one feels heavier. There's some of those cards again. Cost the weird evangelicals money by taking them. No VD updates. Oh well. Hopefully it's okay. Oh yes, that's them cashing in on the lest we forget thing. Oh, no, Dr. Abigail's waving at me. What's it doing? Hello.
It's the only way to get your attention.
It is. So something needs to move in my
yes
vision. So you have a story.
Yes. So I had a GP appointment today,
Okay.
and I fell over last week. I don't know if I shared that on Friday night.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you were plastered.
I got reasonably plastered on Friday night. Yeah.
Anyway, I went to, was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. I went to my GP today.
Yeah.
And told her that I'm like, it's been a week, doc. My arm still hurts. And she had a look and blah, blah, blah. And she said, put a brace on it and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I said, will I play the piano anymore?
Yeah.
And so she just, she looked at me and said, of course you can. And I said, but I couldn't before. And then I'm like, yes, in the doctor's office. And she says, I'm not Dr. Zayas. My name is literally, yeah, my name is literally Dr. Simpson, which it is. Her name is Dr. Simpson. I've heard that before. Thank you very much. We had a big laugh about it.
Oh my God. I love that
It
they
was
came
awesome.
in with Dr. Zayas.
Yes. So she not only did she get the reference, but she went along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just be a little pedant and say that joke far predates The Simpsons. They were referencing an extremely old joke. Might go back to like the 1930s.
Yeah.
But yes, that is
Also,
such awesome thing they came back with Dr. Zaius.
yeah. Also, there is another doctor at the clinic whose first name is Nick.
Hi,
And
Dr.
I
Nick.
asked after we had a laugh about that, I said, how often do you say hi, Dr. Nick, when he is there?
Yeah.
And she just like, I turn into a little gremlin and just say it all the time, and I can't help myself. And it was just an awesome moment while I was wincing in pain with a sore wrist.
Nice.
So yeah, that was my little story there.
That's a good story. Speaking of someone with stories, hello, Pat.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, but
Oh,
all of
good.
Pat's stories don't involve murder.
Well, ah,
Yeah.
dog, no more of that.
I said don't. I said
Yeah.
don't. I said don't. They
You just
don't
made
involve
me think
murder
of,
Don't that.
at all.
you made
I
me
said
think of
don't.
you made me think of
Hello,
Robert De
hello.
Niro in Analyze This, when Billy Crystal as the therapist says, "People don't ever say no to you, do they?" And he goes, "Oh, all the time, except it's usually like, no, no, please, no more, no."
Yes.
Oh man, that's so weird.
Yeah. Oh dear, it's a funny old world.
It is.
I'm just opening the mailbox.
Hello.
How weird can Toby's mail get? Um, it's all good in the
Who
hood.
sent all these?
Celtic King.
Don't mind.
No, no. I had the birthday card you and your dad sent to Mrs. Angry. I opened that on another
Yeah.
tree. She thought that was very nice. Today, Toby wants me to know how often he gets McDonald's. McDonald's in here.
No,
Yes.
no, Dex, brother.
My big claim in relation to McDonald's is that I had Five Guys for the first time. Having
You had
noticed,
Five Guys for the first time?
yep. Everyone,
Wow.
you always
Man.
remember your first time.
Yeah. Yeah.
First time you. Oh, now this is Old Faithful from Celtic. Iced chocolate milk
Ah, the tickets.
and coffee milk. What's this one? Ooh. Okay, this is how can a parent find peace of mind? Um, back of the hand.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
That's it. Yeah. So, okay. So the Five Guys burgers and chips were good. So what it is, they have these default burgers, and they also have hot dogs, and they even do sandwiches, including like vegetarian sandwiches. But it's like they do the base thing. Like, this is a basic burger. This is a basic cheeseburger. This is a basic bacon burger, and there's like six basic ones, and then toppings. They have all the salad things, like lettuce, tomato, onion, mushroom. Then I have grilled mushroom and grilled.
Funny. When I had Five Guys, it was nothing but a sausage patty.
Yeah, they have those too. Yeah, yeah. Yes, this is the Five Guys in the QV building. There's one down near the casino as well, which I was going to go to when I was down there for an event, and then I forgot where it was. But anyway, so yeah, so you can have there's the base cost of the burgers, and you can have whatever extra stuff you want for no extra cost, which is a nice touch. But they're pretty pricey, like more than $20. But it was good. It was a good burger, and their trademark thing with chips is like, because they always give it to you in a brown paper bag, and even if you're eating in, they give it to you in a brown paper bag. And if you get chips, like, they have the different sizes chips, they put them in the bag, and then they throw in more chips into the bag. That's like their trademark. giving you an absurd
Wow.
amount of chips. And the chips are good, but pretty pricey. No two ways about it. In
I've
fact,
got to be
probably
honest.
among
I've
the most
never
expensive.
heard of this place.
Oh, okay. So they're a sort of cult thing in America, and they've got just a couple of stores in Australia now. Like all the big American chains are exploring opening outlets in Australia. And this is another one from Celtic King Shopping Mall. Let's get social.
I saw Moist yesterday.
Who'd you see yesterday, Pat?
I seen him at Moist.
Oh, you went to the
yesterday?
movies?
Yeah.
What did you see yesterday?
It's on your it's on my
You put it on the
app.
Discord? Oh,
Yeah,
you
now.
did too. I didn't realize it was on there just now. Oh, you saw the John Wick spin-off, Ballerina.
Yes,
10 out of
yesterday.
10.
It's cool. It's cool.
How realistic are those movies compared to
Yeah, Pat.
assumably your real life?
Speaking as a professional, is that what it's actually like when? I mean, as a professional moviegoer, Pat. That's all I meant. I don't know what anyone else was moving into that. Just because I want.
Speaking as a professional non-murderer, what do you think of those movies?
Who, me?
Yes,
Yeah.
you.
As someone who doesn't murder people for a living.
No, that. Nah. No, Doc. Do that.
Hi, Sophie. Well, Sophie's saying hello to Abigail and Pat. But yeah.
Hi,
hello.
Sophie.
Hello.
I think. What did I see on the weekend? I watched a. Oh God, now I've forgotten what it's called. But the premise is some comedy improvisers get recruited by a cop to do a sting, because they can improvise and they don't seem like cops. And it all spirals out of control and they get involved in a colossal drug war. Very funny, and it was funny. I was look, there's two people from Lord of the Rings in this. Sean Bean, who was Boromir, is a cop, and Legolas.
Does he die in the movie?
I don't know. Doesn't Sean Bean die in everything he's in?
I don't know.
He refuses to die in movies nowadays.
Because he did it for 20 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the end of The Martian, when there's that scene during the end credits where he doesn't die.
Yes. Orlando Bloom's in
point.
it as well. Sophie's tired but good and Charlie's well. Good, nice. But yeah, I have to admit I liked it because the premise is so silly and they just went with it. These comedy improvisers getting involved in a drug war. And Ian McShane comes in. If you don't know the name, I think you'd recognize him as soon as you saw him. He's been in so much. And he's always a tough guy. And he's like 70 now, and he still looks frightening and tough. He's been a gangster in so many British films and TV shows. And he's in the John Wick movies. In the John Wick movies, he's the guy who runs the hotel.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, look. Tobes come to say hi. How you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Are
I'm
you
good.
okay?
Not good.
Got slightly low bandwidth at your end, Toby, but that's okay. We're only getting a couple frames a second. That's all good.
Yeah, and they were all like you laughing weirdly, so it just made you look like you were creeping out on us.
Yeah,
it was very strange.
You crazy smiles in the darkness. It's a good look, Toad. Don't worry. It's all good. I think I watched a couple of things on the weekend. Like I said, I watched Shoresy, which is a spin-off of Letterkenny, which has quite a different vibe to Letterkenny, but I do like it. It's the same
I
lead
don't know
guy.
what either of those are.
It's Canadian sitcoms, and Letterkenny is weird as hell. I think you can watch it on the Foxtel Binge, or actually, if you don't mind ads, you can watch it on SBS on demand. And it's absolutely surreal. It's like each show opens with a still shot, and the text comes up. There are 5,000 people in Letterkenny. These are their problems, and and it's just super weird. And everyone, it's completely non-naturalistic. Like everyone does these hyper stylized characters, and it's like running jokes, and it's kind of like when a running joke is not funny unless you run it into the ground, and then it gets funny. And they do that. And there's like three types of people in the town: the Hicks, who are the central characters, so like the farmers, the hockey players, who are like good looking and very stupid, and the Skids, who are sort of gothy drug user types, and they all interact. And it's like I said, you can watch little clips of it on YouTube to get a vibe for just how weird and silly it is. It's on YouTube under Letterkenny Problems. It's just like a series of running jokes, and you have to like absolute absurdism, because it's just like, this is not very real.
Okay, you got me at absurdism.
Yeah.
What's it called? Letterkenny.
Letterkenny. Yes, one word. You can watch little shorts of it on YouTube of Letterkenny. Not all of the episodes, but a lot of them open with the main guy, Wayne, who's this huge beefy guy, and he's always squinting, which is
Okay.
That's the guy who created the show, Jared Kelso. He's always squinting, and a lot of them was going, "You having a few drinks with your pals the other day?" And then it'll just cut to them having an absolutely absurd conversation. Like there was one where they were talking about, there's a Canadian woman astronaut, and they were just having this whole thing about how she's the greatest Canadian ever. And the story about her, she's down in Cape Canaveral talking to some cadets, and they start mashing up their admiration of this Canadian astronaut with Star Trek and Starfleet Academy, and they clearly believe Star Trek is real, and they just think all astronauts go through Starfleet, and it's just, and they just have this conversation completely straight-faced.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It is very weird. It's funny. Oh, nice. Charlie got the package, which was luxury signature angry syrups. One of a kind, can't get anywhere syrups for cocktails and whatever else you want something sugary in, I guess. Probably put them in coffee if you like sweet coffee. And also the clarified cocktail, my all-time favorite clarified cocktail. So, but yes, it's funny. I go to a little local post office to send things, and often when usually, I'm going to shit talk postmen now, because sometimes
they deserve it.
Yeah, but when something's supposed to get delivered to your home, and you just get this thing saying like, "Oh yeah, we tried to deliver it, and no one's home," it's like everyone was home, man. We were like working from home, and it's just like I feel like they're running late, and they've got packages they have to deliver, and they just go, "Oop, I'm just taking them all to a post office," and just going, "These people weren't home."
Yeah.
They don't do it all the time. Oh my god, you've sent a back. Okay, yeah, oof. Sent me a mega box. I'm gonna have to see what's in that. But yeah, so I'm often going to. I start to feel somewhat embarrassed repeatedly going to the post office to pick up bottles of booze, because that's what's getting delivered. But also because I go there to post things when I post things, and they're like, "Are you going to put your name and address on the back?" And I went, "No, it's a surprise. It's a secret who sent it to them." And the last one I sent, the lady in the post office who's used to me doing it goes, "Oh, is this another surprise for someone?" And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh, I wish I had a friend like you. No one sends me stuff in the mail." So it was good. I know. Yeah, Celtic. I overused something in the mail because I got so many letters, and conveniently, one of the things you sent me was your subscription for the Christian magazine, just to remind me of your address. So, oh yes, there was about 10 home for the elderly. We finished up with "Let's Get Social" from the local mall, which is nice. And yeah, Celtic was just trying to fill me in on how much McDonald's he's been having lately. That was about half the envelopes. But yeah, I continue to marvel. I love your idiosyncratic way of putting the stamp on, and then a lot of times they don't postmark it. So technically, I could cut it out and reuse it, but I don't
Tip.
post it.
So cut the paper around the stamp, and then
Yeah.
just gently
Soak it.
float it on water, and like a bowl of water, and then you can just peel the stamp off.
Yeah, well, and technically I could because I get a lot of uncancelled stamps here. So maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll do that. Or I feel like you said
I
something.
used to get a remember liquid glue sticks
Yes.
with the felt tip? It was like a large
Yeah.
text
Yeah.
for glue.
Yeah.
I would just dab the top, like the overside of the stamp with that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it would be we used to call it plasticking a stamp,
Oh
and
yeah.
the postmark would just wash off.
Yeah. There's a
And
few things.
I don't know.
Okay, so Home Delivery sent me a big box of stuff express. So it's maybe a grand unboxing on Thursday or Friday. We shall see. Oh God, you probably sent that to the post box, didn't you? I'm gonna have to go into the city and get it.
oh no,
Unless I might have given
not the
you
city.
my actual home address. Yeah, no, I've had 2 days in the city.
Yeah.
It's overrated. I'm just gonna say it's.
I live in the city, ish, close enough.
Yeah, no. Home for the Elderly. I think I'm going to have to get it. Yeah, it's worth it. Okay, I think I'm going to have to make a trip in the city specifically to get it. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. We'll see what day it comes in, and I'll plan. And yeah, last I saw, I maybe had no meetings on Thursday morning or Friday afternoon, so I could
Have a stream here. We should go out, do something, and then stream here Friday night.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty good idea. All right, pencil that in. Pencil that in for Friday. And there might be the jumbo
Cool.
box of stuff to open. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Games
And
activity.
feel free to cancel at short notice.
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm saying. Pencil that in.
Either of us are feeling it.
That's sounding like a plan. Yeah, but see, it's only Tuesday. That gives me plenty of time to get in the right headspace, and particularly if there's a reason to come through the city, namely go to the post office, all right. Well, it sounds like a party pack. It sounds like a Friday night parcel to pick up, assuming it arrives on before Friday. I'll come through on Friday and get it. All right, that's sounding like a plan. I like that.
Cool.
All right.
Because I could use some cheering up.
All right. Well, it sounds like we can have a bit of a party on Friday then. So. Oh no, it's secrets, Celtic. You got to wait for the unboxing. We'll have a grand unboxing. It's
Is
all
your
gonna,
mic broken or something, Celtic?
or he just likes typing. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Can you see me?
Yeah, can see you.
Yeah.
It still freezes up
That's a-
sometimes.
Yep.
Can see you and hear you.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be in on Friday.
Oh,
I
well,
work until
hopefully.
1 a.m.
Yeah, we'll
Right.
see. So don't want to oversell it, but it's shaping up to be an unboxing party on Friday. So we'll see what comes of it.
Yeah, I work
Yeah.
Friday night.
It's Friday night. Anything can happen. We'll
Now
just,
it's all awkward.
yeah, I know. That's
tonight.
good. That's a good.
Yeah.
And your video froze too, Dr. Abigail. So
That
Did
might,
it?
no, you haven't frozen for me, Pat.
that,
Okay, overalready packaged to end all packages. Good God. Yeah. No, you're selling it. Okay, I love it. I'm gonna sell it. Okay, is there anything interesting in the news? Oh, straight up, yeah. Israel and Iran throwing missiles at each other. That's just, yay, World War III. Get fucked.
I saw them on my TikTok.
Yeah, not
Also,
good.
that suck. But
Oh, it's so weird. I was just seeing a headline about a shooting in Bali, fatal ambush of village. Just makes me think of the last season of White Lotus, even though that was in Thailand, not Bali. Okay, well,
I have a friend in Bali at the moment, and I didn't want to hear about a shooting in Bali.
well, I think it
So-
was targeted. I don't think it was random. So I think it was someone with a grudge. As I think it was an Australian who got shot, an Australian who's been arrested for it.
Okay.
So
Well, Pat's here in Australia, so
yeah, so definitely
yeah,
wasn't.
yeah.
Wow.
Man, good man. Are they good
Someone,
man?
someone died from a caffeine overdose. Damn.
They say,
what?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was possible. I'm still alive.
It's
saying.
being it's being
I know.
blamed on ambulances being a Melbourne woman died after waiting more than 7 hours for an ambulance. Coroner said ambulance ramping and issues with Triple O were factors in the death. I wanted to highlight the very human consequences of ambulance ramping. A 32-year-old biomedical student took caffeine tablets.
Yeah, it's coming. No dose.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped taking them ages ago, but I think I bought a bottle of them. I don't know if they even still sell those because that seems kind of dangerous.
They do. They do. Like, yeah, they do.
Yeah, so I haven't had them in ages. So every now and then, and they're in my work bag because I think in some previous jobs I needed a little pickup. I go like, oh, I've still got this bottle of no-dose in my bag.
I bought these recently.
Yeah.
This is no dose plus. This is extra caffeine and B2, I think.
That's right, vitamin B. Yeah. No, I remember.
Yeah.
Those. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I remember years ago in our workplace, talking to a normie who'd never done drugs, and me and another person who had, And oh yeah, the conversation was because this dude who got sacked because apparently he was doing lines of speed in the toilet at work, and some people go, "That's shocking," and me and this other person were just going, "That seems like a waste of speed. Who the fuck wants to do that at work?" And so this person asks us, what's it like doing speed? And I said, it's like taking way too much no-dose. And the other person goes, it's nothing like no-dose. I said, no, I didn't say no-dose. I said way too much. I did it once when I had to drive Sydney to Melbourne. Back in the days when you could get Jolt Cola, on the drive, I'd drunk a couple of liters of Jolt Cola and I think 12 caffeine tablets.
Oh God, yeah.
Probably on the edge of toxic. And
I had 11 liters of Jolt Cola in a 48-hour period once.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's I did not sleep for that 48-hour period.
I got all weird and messed up on the drive, and it was like, okay, I actually need to pull off into this roadside thing, and then I sort of, because I was actually driving a little van, I had to lie down across some seats and go, and I absolutely couldn't sleep, but I had to lie down, and I just lay down vibrating for about an hour, and then it's like, okay, that kind of gave my body recovery.
There is a point where, like, your body is exhausted, but your brain will not switch off.
Yeah.
And you feel like you can feel your metabolism.
Yeah.
Like you can feel your heartbeat through your body.
Yeah.
And you lie down and you're just like staring at the wall, or just like if you've got your eyes closed, you're just listening to stuff, or just like feeling the vibrations of your blood going through your body or something.
I couldn't trust myself to drive because it really, like, I was vaguing out and like I thought my eyes were going to close, so it's like, gotta stop. But then it was just like lying down and just vibrating for about an hour, and then it was like, okay, that gave my body enough time to not completely clear things out but balance a bit, and now I'm fine. Oh, Home for the Elderly watched the Wormwood movies. They're Australian post-apocalypse zombie movies. They are quite good.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try that.
I'll have to check them out.
Yeah. Advertised as Dawn of the Dead meets Mad Max. That is basically it. Australian post-apocalypse dealing with zombies. Speaking of movies Pat would like, I have to see a new one by the Raka Raka Boys, Bring Her Back, a horror movie.
What did I watch recently?
Oh, yeah,
I watched a movie
recently.
What did I watch recently?
Oh yes, The Heroes Aboriginal.
Nothing good, actually.
Speaking of, I've mentioned this before. You thought Bring It Back was meh. Okay, so I'm not super into horror, but it's got some very interesting reviews. Oh, okay, you really didn't like it. Okay. What did you give Talk to Me, which was their first film? I quite enjoyed Talk to Me. I thought they were doing interesting and different stuff with.
That's on my list of things to watch.
Yeah, it's an interest. Okay, so Talk to Me 4 out of 5. So you just really didn't like Bring It Back. Okay, but that's again.
Why rate something out of 5?
It's very common. Very common in movies. 5 stars.
Yeah, but like it limits your limits your granularity of rating.
It's just very common for movies. It's extremely common for film reviewers.
Why not out of 10?
Up to 5 stars. Yeah, because it takes up too much room. which also reminds me of one of the funniest things ever. The Tom Hardy movie Legend, where he plays both of the Cray twins, was mostly extremely well reviewed. It was getting 4 or 5 stars, but one, I think it was The Guardian, gave it 2 stars. And they did this, they often put on posters the reviews and there's Mary, and they did this one, it's all 4 stars, 5 stars, and they actually put The Guardian 2 stars up, but they made it look like one of the characters was in front of it, so he was blocking out 2 or 3 stars. It kind of suggested The Guardian had given it 4 or 5 stars, and you could only see 2 of this. It was extremely funny. It was just like they were just saying "fuck you" to The Guardian because, like, well, everyone else liked it, and we're going to put you on this. We're going to put you on the poster and make it look like you gave us more.
You got to show us an example. You got to show us.
I'll find it. Let's see if I can find it. Yes. Okay. Oh, look, and someone thankfully circled it on this one. Where is it? Okay. Is that it? Okay. I'll show you because it's Tom Hardy playing both. I didn't love Legend. I didn't hate it though. I mean, honestly, I probably preferred the version where the non-identical twins from Spandau Ballet played the Crays. Wait, what am I doing? Share screen. Window. Okay. Now, let's look at this. So you see it's all 4 stars, 5 stars, and between their head, there's 2 stars. That's The Guardian 2-star review.
That's awesome.
It's very funny. It's very
good on him.
It's just absolutely taking the piss. I love it.
Oh, sucked in.
So yes, Charlie's 2 is meh, 3 is it's good, but you wouldn't recommend it. 4 very good. Talk about it all week. 5 is motherfucking classic. See, that's what I have. Mrs. Anchor and I have ratings.
Yeah, but what if something's halfway between them?
You say 3.5 or 4.5.
Yeah, but then there's no difference between that and.
No, there isn't.
And
I'm
4
just
or
saying
5, 6, 7,
it's
8,
convention.
9, 10.
It's extremely common, and nobody does.
Just because it's common.
So, nobody does 10
like
stars.
IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, they do.
Yes, they just do scores out of 10. Yes.
So it's not that common.
It's personal preference. Everyone has their thing. There's why
not out of 12?
Exactly.
Why not hexadecimal? Why not out of 16?
Why not
0
a
to
binary
15?
score? Who knows?
It was 0 or 1. It was either good or bad. Watch it or trash it.
Yeah. Well, that was the classic, but that was Siskel and Ebert, the classic American film review pair. They would just go thumbs up or thumbs down. And so the 2 of them, it would either be 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down, or 1 thumb up and 1 thumb down. And so they were binary. Their review system was binary.
Okay. Well, it sounds trinary to me.
Well, possibly. I don't know. But that's like...
With the 2 of them...
That's 0. That's 1. That's 0, 1. And that's 1, 0. I don't know.
Well, yeah. That's 0.
0.
1.
0, 1.
2.
1, 0.
0,
anyway.
1, 2. It's trinary.
How do you want to... Hello, Hannah.
There's not a sequel to Spaceballs. There's no Spaceballs 2 that I'm aware of.
No, they just released a promo for it this week.
Oh, there's a what?
Mel Brooks released a promo video saying they were going to do
Oh,
Spaceballs 2. And when we
God.
discussed that last week,
Hmm?
and I said my possibly unpopular view is that Spaceballs is fucking shit.
Spaceballs was a good movie. I liked it.
I just thought it was just overdone, and they wouldn't do the jokes just once. They did it 5 or 6 times, hoping you noticed they just told you a joke. And
Well, I mean, it wasn't as bad as fucking Mike Myers,
oof,
the Pentaveret.
that was
But
okay. I'm slightly exaggerating when I say that about Spaceballs. Not an exaggeration. I could only
Yeah.
watch the first episode of the Pentaveret, but they would say,
I've
"There's
watched-
a joke coming up. Here comes a joke. That was the joke there. It was a visual joke. Did you see the visual joke? I'm now going to verbally say the visual joke 3 different ways just to make sure you understood the joke we just did."
yeah, I watched
Holy
3
shit, that was
episodes,
terrible.
and it didn't get any better. It was
It did not give a vibe of getting better. I didn't watch past one.
no. So I have a soft spot for Spaceballs because I was young when it came out, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
So
and that's completely
I will
legitimate.
always have a soft spot for it.
Yeah, but lots of people like it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
your opinion
that's
is
fine.
objectively wrong.
Well, as I say, experience of
Gotta-
art and entertainment is absolutely subjective.
Unless I'm saying something about it, in which case it's objective.
Yes, like as the Star Wars prequel are objectively
The
bad.
prequels, for
You
example.
can measure them objectively in terms of the pacing, the dialogue, the lack of editing, and just go, yeah, okay. On a number of technical
They were
levels,
edited. They were
objectively
edited
bad.
more than most movies. They were edited so much.
But then you
If
watch.
anything, they were over edited.
No. You cut them down to about. They could be like 5-minute shorts, like the things Gendy Tartakovsky did for Clone Wars. Just cut it down to that little 5-minute sequences that go on between shows on Cartoon Network.
You couldn't be more wrong. If you were more wrong, you would spontaneously combust in
There would be
purple
a wrong
flames
singularity that would collapse
in a
on itself.
wrongness. Yeah, a wrongness singularity of wrongness. So just sit there in your wrongness and be wrong.
It's fine by me.
The wrongness devil will come and just
All I'm
hit
saying
you with his
is,
wrongness whip until
yep,
you admit you're wrong.
yep, and I'm Galileo and you're the Catholic Church. That's all I'm going to say about it.
You wish.
Not really. I think he died of syphilis at 30 or something, didn't he? I don't know.
Who?
Didn't
Galileo?
everyone in Europe die of syphilis in their 30s?
I think so.
Retro Fury, you can absolutely refer to a wrongness singularity. That is not the first time it's been brought up on this stream, I would say.
Someone once asked me. They were hosting a drag king night, and they asked me if I wanted to perform as a drag king, and that's when I coined the term. How did I put it? A singularity of irony, an ironic, irony singularity.
I get where you're coming from. Yes.
Yeah, like that would form an irony singularity so strong it would engulf the earth.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
No,
Surprisingly enough.
Thinking of Robert Downey. Sorry.
I wasn't that at the point where I wanted to do anything like that.
No, of course.
Surprise, surprise.
All right, how are you heading off? Oh no, you're sick, swollen glands. Please rest up.
Oh no.
Jelly and soup. Don't eat them close together. No, they need a degree of separation. Jelly and soup, definitely.
Jelly and soup. Do they
mix in your tummy? Is it not good in your tummy if there's both jelly and soup in there? Damn.
I mean, most things wouldn't go well together, and they mix in your tummy anyway.
Yeah, but maybe it's a psychological thing. I'm guessing
Maybe.
Hannah is not going 1 spoonful of jelly, 1 spoonful of soup. I'm guessing she's not doing that.
Yeah.
Can't swallow properly.
I don't know. I've got a pretty
to your cheeks.
can't. Oh yeah, that would suck. Okay, yep. I've got a pretty iron stomach, so
yeah,
I
that's
don't
all fine.
really.
I didn't think of the cheeks
I
thing
don't
because you can't
notice
swallow
it.
properly.
Mhm.
I did see Safa asking, "Am I a young boomer or old Gen X?" I am old Gen X. Although I even think young boomers, or the younger boomers, they're far more in common with the stereotype of Gen X than the stereotype of boomers. Like people born in the early 60s. And also some weird fuckwit somewhere along the line started arbitrarily going like, oh yeah, Gen X is a 15. No, generations were traditionally 20 years. And just someone arbitrarily goes, no, it's 15 years. And it's like, no, shut up. So, but anyway, yes, I'm Gen X. Yes, no, jelly and ice cream is a good thing to combo, Hannah. I completely identify with what you're saying about jelly and soup, though. So,
Yeah, I
yes.
wouldn't want to get them stuck in your foldy holds.
Yeah, no, I understand your revulsion. All right, I'm just going to be vaguely responsible and have some mineral water. And pour it out. Pour one out for the boys.
What's that you're drinking?
Just mineral water, lemon lime. I just started getting this because it's regularly half price in the supermarkets, like a 10-pack. And it's like, oh, no sugar. And it's just really lightly flavored. And I've developed quite a taste for it.
Yeah, I've got Jack Daniels.
Jack, all right, nice. I was thinking
I haven't had an alcoholic beverage in a long time.
Oh,
To be honest.
no, that's
Like,
fair.
yeah, few months. Actually, the last time I went to your place, Angry.
Yeah, be me leading you astray. Maybe we could visit the boys, you know. Before, but if we do the stream before, just say hello to the whiskey boys because they're always good to hang out. Hopefully, you keep Jack for every. Jack's a perfectly fine mixer. It's kind of like as found out with the Neds. It's cheap Australian whiskey, perfectly fine mixer.
I thought elderly. This used to be about 2 or 3 months for me, but this is my second time attempting to go through this bottle. And I'm almost done.
Yeah, you get there.
I always thought a mixer was a drink that was non-alcoholic that you mix.
Oh, okay. The mixer is the non-alcoholic part. I was just basically meaning, put it with a mixer, ginger ale, Coke, whatevs. Oh, nice. Heine's been hauling in the Blu-rays as well. Oh yeah, no, Charlie, jump in. Do you need the link again? I'll put the link again. It's always good to have company. And we've started is
what are we called now? The Nangry Bunch.
An angry bunch. Let's all do names.
The Nangry Bunch. Sorry, he made a typo and I made fun of it.
That's fair. Oh dear. There's another thing that happened in the crime movie I watched. Trying to buy cocaine and ended up with nangs. Hey, oh God, of course. Over in Western Australia, it's still filthy bright sunlight.
No, that's the light out. We have a light for the patio.
Oh, that's a light. Okay.
It's the patio light, yeah.
All right.
Oh, and the camera's okay. Hang on, I need to. There, that's better. And I need a drink.
That's fair.
Come on.
Just
God,
reminded
make
me
up
of
your mind.
when I'm in the office and doing an online meeting. I've got 2 monitors, and it's like I open Teams and it like opens. Yeah, I've got a webcam on top of one of the monitors, and I open a meeting in Teams and it opens it on the other monitor. And it's like, if I look at that, what are you doing, Dr. Abigail?
Your sound is coming from your webcam, not your not your microphone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Angry
Yep.
is well picked, Dr. Abigail, and your camera's not working. Either that or I'm not receiving it. Is
My
anyone
camera
else
looks
able to
fine to
see
me.
Dr. Abigail's camera?
I can see a camera.
Right. It's like it can't see it.
I
Why
can
is it-
see me.
I can see me, I can see Angry, and I can see Sil. Hey, there you are. Okay, hello. Cheers.
Okay.
Dr. Abigail.
It's really weird. It's like StreamYard can't see my blue mic.
I can't find my snowball mic. Maybe it's the same thing.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know
It's-
where it is in my apartment.
Don't know if
Been looking for months.
the audio is any better. That is really weird. Why can it not? Okay. For whatever reason, it can't see my blue mic tonight. It's very weird. Very, very
StreamYard is
weird.
weird.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here's the thing. Oh, nice. You got the postcard. Yes. I was blaming StreamYard for the longest time. I think it's something with this laptop, and it's a browser-based problem. Beyond that, I have no idea why it periodically does this thing where I start up and it's going, no, you don't have a webcam or a microphone. I now know the warning sign. If when I start StreamYard in the browser, it hangs for ages and then starts, then when I try and connect to a stream, it won't. So I now know from experience, if I do that, try just to make sure. And that's why I always try to set the stream up 2 hours before I go live. And so I go on and see, is it working? No, just switch the laptop off and walk away and come back in 10 or 15 minutes and try again and just keep doing that until it stupidly
bonkers.
works. Yeah.
2025 has been the year of gin for me. I've never really appreciated gin so much as I have in the last 5 months.
Yeah. Kirsten got me into gin.
6 months. Sorry, that's right.
Yeah, we're 6. We are 6
Year's
months.
gone so fast. I don't even know what month it is.
It's been a dry year for me, but last year was the year of whiskey for me.
Yeah, I've noticed you haven't been drinking much on streams and stuff. You've been busy gaming all the time this year.
Yeah, but also I just haven't felt like drinking.
Yeah, which is
You've
fine.
been loving that. What's that zombie game you like playing? The one you had on stream the other day. Yeah,
Project Zomboid.
that's the one.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just continue to be perturbed that
But your
now the
microphone's
system
not
is-
working because it sounds very muffled.
A little bit,
Okay.
yeah.
So I just unplugged the microphone. Now maybe if I plug it back in over here, perhaps. Let me just
The
try
IT
this.
crowd test and true method.
Yeah. Unplug it, then plug it back in again.
Yeah. Ratha Khan arrived in the mail. Oh, I love Ratha Khan. I got
Awesome.
3 4K Blu-rays. Pacific Rim in 4K. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Black Hawk
Oh,
Down.
Black Hawk
Okay.
Down.
Yeah.
I like Black Hawk.
3
I watched a bit
1080p
of Black Hawk Down
Blu-rays,
earlier.
Silver Lining Notebook, and 2
Wait,
Underworld.
Pat came back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Underworld is also awesome in 4K as well, Heine.
All right, nice. So my microphone should sound better now, does it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay.
does.
It literally was unplug it, then
Oh,
plug it
much
back in
better.
again.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, it's absolutely
Yeah, I didn't like
surreal.
Pacific Rim 2 either.
It's surreal
Sorry,
how
I'll
often
type.
that
I'll
works for
type to
tech.
them. Sorry, guys.
That's really good.
Safa, Pacific Rim 2 was not great. I will say that. But it was a. There's Soph. Hello, Soph.
Look how
That's really
cute
Hi,
she is
good.
in
Soph.
her jammies. Oh,
Well, I don't have the matching one.
Oh, honey, the Underworld series is bizarrely up and down. Like there's a really good one kind of right in the because there's like 6 or 7 Underworld movies.
okay. With Underworld, you got to remember it's style over substance. Okay.
Oh, definitely.
You know,
Yeah.
like, and just if you can just turn your brain off it and let that shit flow over you, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
I mean, but there is significant difference. Like a couple of them I think are just genuinely good. But it's not like the first one's good and the second one is second best and the third. It's like there's one right in the middle that's really good.
Yeah, 3 is brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a good summary. Style over substance.
And great music. Really fun,
yeah.
gothic, you know, like metal soundtrack, you know, like.
Yeah, it's going to goth nightclubs vibe the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The stuff Dr. Abigail listens to when she games, you know.
Good bad.
What do I listen to when I game?
I was just joking, like goth metal.
You would be surprised what I listen to when I'm gaming.
I was just having a joke with you, darling. You know that.
I used to
What
go
do you
to
like to listen
goth
to in
and metal
general?
clubs. I used to go to goth and
What did
metal.
you say, Celtic?
It's not getting any better. I think it's almost 7 days.
He was asking me what I listen to, I think.
Get a little drug red.
But yeah. Well, we shared that when I when I brought out all my 80s vinyl.
Yep.
Which makes me look like a hipster, but I actually bought it in the 80s. When that was the only choice. But
I was into the Smiths before anyone was into the Smiths. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I was never that into the Smiths. I did like them. Got exposed to them at
Okay,
college.
I'm going to go back to viewing mode.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Thanks for dropping in.
I've got to go cook dinner, so I'm going to watch.
Oh, you're cooking dinner. Okay, cool. Yeah. Good stuff. Yes, Safa, we're talking about Smith's chips, definitely.
That's doing good.
And yeah. Okay, again, here's the weird thing. Like, Smith's chicken were always my favorite as a kid. And I'm just remembering they used to change it. Hey, Mick.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello.
How you doing?
I hope you're not getting into that drink too much. Brown drink.
Mineral water.
Hey?
This is mineral water.
No one.
You're not lying to me, Andrew?
No, here's the can. Mineral water.
Okay. Oh.
Hats, tail, and tails.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, so what's new? What are you talking about?
What's new? We were talking about movies.
Yeah, Patrick goes to the movies every Monday. You know that?
Yep. I know. He's our resident film critic. He posts his reviews.
We hear all about it. He likes every movie he sees.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
He really likes the horror movies.
I can't stand horror movies. Bloods and gore and bloody God knows what.
Yeah.
No, not for me.
No.
Action movies.
Yeah, action movies are good. I like action movies.
Yeah. Yeah. Apart from that, no, it's like my favourite actor's Matt Damon.
Oh yeah, he's good. Yeah. Like those
Matt
Bourne movies he did.
Damon.
You know, and yeah. Apart from that, no, all's good.
Oh, good, mate. Glad you're all keeping well there.
Yep. Yep. Watching Sky News at the moment.
Okay.
All the bloody rigmarole that's going on with Iran and bloody Israel and all that.
That is not good stuff. What's going on over there?
I tell you. Yep. Anyway, look, I'll let you go
Alrighty.
now. Yep. And Patrick said that you did have a brown drink. Now
I saw.
he
Pat's
saw.
telling tales.
He said.
You know, Red.
He said Red's having a brown drink at the moment.
Well, I'm mixing it up. I'm making sure I drink some water as well.
There you go.
Keeping it clean.
Catch us later.
All right. Thanks for dropping in, mate.
You'll need a big net.
Yeah.
Doc.
To catch
You'll need
you.
a big net to catch us.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah,
joke.
yeah. It'll work.
It's not even a dirty joke. Joke.
Oh dear. It's a true fact. That's and you're gonna have to move fast too.
Yeah.
I don't know them.
Sorry, just reminding me of those memes of like, I'd been, how a serial killer would get me if I was hiding in the cupboard and they were stalking. And it's like, they sing a lyric from a song and there's songs you can't resist singing the next line.
Yeah.
Like if
For
serial
me,
killer
it would be-
somebody once told me.
For me, it would be someone would say the greater good, and I would just have to say the greater good. Hot
dear.
Fuzz.
Yes, the weird cult in Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. I can't not say it now.
Yeah. Well, okay. Like I keep referencing Letterkenny. There's one absolutely surreal running joke they do. At one point, someone says, when they're talking about a situation, someone says, to be fair, and someone interrupts and goes, doesn't that sound like something a really fancy person says? And they try and do it with these sort of bad English accents. To be fair. And then they even turned it into a song at one point. And just randomly seasons along, someone will go, to be fair, and other people go, to be fair. So they'd get me if a serial killer said to be fair. I'd have to go, to be fair.
Have you been binge watching it lately?
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. There's like 7 or 8 seasons of it or something. So, and I haven't watched
Damn.
them all yet. So if you're a big Hot Fuzz fan, yeah, those generally the films, what do they call them? The Cornetto trilogy.
The Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah. Shaun of the Dead, which is both funny, a good horror movie, and has some very emotional, heartfelt moments in it. World's End is okay, but it's a real letdown compared to the others.
Yeah.
It's a very sharp dip in quality. But even the Hollywood one, Nick Frost and Simon Pegg did with The Alien, voiced by Seth Rogen, Paul,
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. That's a fun movie.
It was good.
Just them being sci-fi convention nerds who get an actual alien in their car. Safa, no TVs in the bedroom, Safa. People who have TVs in the bedroom never have sex. Ah, yes, I'm going to tell you about old people's sex if you're not.
Oh no!
Yeah, see.
No.
So behave. No. I just got the TV in the lounge room. Like Yeah, I always hear about people go, "Oh, they can't go to sleep because I'm always on the phone." I'm never on the phone in bed. On the toilet, yeah, I'll be sitting there playing the Nervous King game, Royal Match.
I stopped playing it. I can't play that anymore.
You get worried I put you onto addictive games, and
yeah, I get sucked right in. I got my own addictive games to play.
Yeah, that's fair. I mainly only do these little puzzle games on the phone.
I downloaded an actual puzzle game. Like you do puzzles.
Yeah.
Like pieces in a puzzle.
Oh,
and
okay.
I do that. It's very meditative.
Nice.
It's great. I love it.
FW joining us. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Good to see you, man.
I just got off watching a movie on Tubi, Vampire Next Door. Weird movie.
Nice. We've been talking movies. I don't know that one, Vampire Next Door, but if it was Tubi, yeah, I think they have some of the lower budget offerings on there.
They have a lot of really low budget, but they have the occasional good budget as well. So, yeah, this one is nowhere near as bad as some of the stuff I've seen. Yeah. It was okay. Damn cringing parts, but how are you going, Mr. Respite? Sorry, I forgot your name.
Pat.
Oh, me? Yeah, I'm good.
Mate. You're good?
I'm good.
Like,
I'm good.
One of the only reasons I still have Foxtel is for the movies channels. And they have one shit movie channel. It's what in the old days we would have called straight to video or made for TV movies. And those labels don't fit so much anymore now with the streaming services. But it's like they're movies for people who don't want to think, because they're all crime and murder movies. And it's they explain the movie in the title of the movie. It's like, my husband is trying to kill me is the name of the movie. And it's just like,
I had a conversation today about a made-for-TV movie that I actually really fucking enjoy. And I mean, it's niche. It's a queer movie.
Yeah.
And fucking what's her face? Sigourney Weaver is in it. It's called Prayers for Bobby.
Okay.
And it's about the woman who founded PFLAG.
Okay.
And it's a fucking awesome movie. And it's straight to TV, or straight to VHS.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Occasionally, yeah, because it was very easy to get those movies made.
Yeah.
If you were a struggling filmmaker and it's like, can you make the movie for $100,000? Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's $100,000.
But I think she self-produced it.
Yeah.
And it was after someone close to her was really affected by homophobia.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and she would have had enough money to do that as well. So
yeah.
But yeah, so sometimes straight to video or straight to TV, good stuff sneaks in. But yeah, this channel they have on
usually
Foxtel,
it's just utter trash.
Yeah. The Foxtel channel is hilarious just because they tell you the plot of the movie and the title of the film. It's hilarious.
I haven't had Foxtel for a long, long time. I pay for Netflix. And my daughter pays full Stan and the one with all the manga.
Crunchyroll.
Otherwise, yeah, that's it. Otherwise, I use SBS or Tubi.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't pay for the only streaming service I pay for is Spotify.
Yeah, look, I
even then I'm like
closing.
Even then, I hate that I pay for it. I don't want to. But
I considered
my-
closing
my
Netflix,
son
but
would
there are
tell
a
me
few
to play
shows there
Stop
that I
Playing.
watch.
Yeah.
And
There are a few
I
shows on Netflix.
literally listen to Spotify every day.
Yeah.
So I do
Hmm.
get value out of it. But
Yeah.
the artists on it don't get value out of it. It
No.
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Any
No,
chance
no.
I get to not use it, I take it.
I think all the music streams are like that.
Yeah. I get
Well,
YouTube music.
Bandcamp is a lot better. Bandcamp is way it's so much better.
Oh,
'Cause
the artists actually
lot-
get
the-
money if you get stuff on Bandcamp.
Yeah, but their music player and music search sucks. Absolutely sucks.
I just remember seeing it, like, you know, when people were doing their whatever Spotify calls that year in a review thing they do that people get into,
Yeah.
and someone who was like
They do it every year.
an indie artist said, "Hey, you're all saying what you're playing. My year in review as an artist, what happened? Okay, so 3% of my plays were on Bandcamp. That was 75% of my revenue for the year."
Yeah. Oh, I think it was that same year or maybe the year after it. Weird Al Yankovic, his message was basically all the revenue I got from Spotify, I was able to buy this cup of coffee. And he
Yeah.
wasn't even joking.
No.
I do have a Spotify account, but daughter pays for that one when you get mod.
I have a family
You have
plan.
your mod
I-
called. That's it. Yeah. So I have account through that. Up until then, I did use iTunes, but I've cancelled because it's just got stupid. iTunes used to be good, and it just everything with Apple just went to shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I get YouTube music just because I get YouTube Premium, because I'm on YouTube so much I couldn't tolerate the idea of ads. So I paid for Premium, and then they were like, "Hey, you get our music service as well," and I'm like, "Oh, bonus!" So
yeah, it's like Tubi Tubi's full of ads, so I use the Brave browser to watch Tubi, so it skips over the ads.
Skips the ads. Okay.
I use Firefox. I refuse to use Chrome.
Yeah. Oh, and also just I'll block on other sites, but just with YouTube, obviously I could have used an ad blocker, but because there was a period where I was trying to make money from it, and I went, well, it'd be hypocritical to do an ad blocker on something I was trying to make money off. So I paid for Premium.
Yeah, but I'm also a software developer who pirates software, so you know.
Personal choice is the world we're in right now. So
yeah, capitalism is making fools of us all.
Yeah. Yes, capitalism. Look, whose idea was
YouTube
that?
ads make porn in ads. What do you mean?
I think he's suggesting there were ads for porn or porn-like products on YouTube. YouTube have proven over the years to be extremely irresponsible. And I mean, there's a bit of a movement around the world, but all the big online media companies should be responsible for stuff they claim they're not responsible for. Like the blatant scam ads on Facebook in particular. Twitter's pretty bad for it as well. But criminal scam stuff, and where well-known people go, oh, there's like a deep fake video of me selling investment scams on there, and they can't get them taken down. And Facebook always lies. They go, oh, well, we blocked 99%. It's like, motherfucker, an extremely high-profile person approached you and said, someone is using my likeness to scam people. Get rid of it. And you didn't do a goddamn fucking thing. Shut the fuck up.
It's the same with the names. So some of the names, that's how I had the other account, Frank Spencer. How I came to the name. because I originally called it Charlene Swallows, and they said, oh, we have this software that can tell real from fake names, blah blah blah. I had to change it, so I put Frank Spencer just as a joke, and it locked it in. So I thought, well, that's it. I'll go with Frank Spencer from now.
That's fair.
And I thought, yep, your software is doing fantastic.
Yeah. But it's just like they just don't take responsibility for it. Like Facebook was literally used to foment genocide in Myanmar, and they knew it was happening, and they didn't do anything about it. And it was just like, fuck off. The idea that you say you don't have to take responsibility for that. And I, like we're saying YouTube, I think the worst thing YouTube ever did was YouTube Kids, because they basically promised parents that would be completely safe for kids. And what they should have done is a human person should have manually vetted every video before it went live. And they just wanted volume, and they didn't. And so just weirdest fucked up shit got on YouTube Kids.
Does it still exist?
It does. Yeah. I think so.
Okay, no, not look.
Yeah, I assume it does.
I got really stressed.
I thought it didn't.
I got really stressed one day when I had TikTok account, because you just get your normal stuff, and then one day I think it was over a couple of days. It just, when I went to it, it kept showing me all these videos on my feed of all these young girls dancing. I thought, why am I getting this crap? You know, I'm not watching it. And then I realized that it was logging me out. So when I came back in, it was logged out, and it was giving me the general feed.
Oh yeah, that was the For You, they call that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was such a relief, because I was thinking, why am I getting this pervy shit that I don't watch?
It's kind of
but that's what it was. This system was logging me out, and so when I came in, I didn't realize I was logged out.
So I don't use
bloody relief.
TikTok. I signed up for TikTok. I signed up for TikTok with the idea of putting my short cocktail videos on, because I always hear people, quite sensible people, saying they're basically obsessed with TikTok. No, it's just a guy doing a silly dance. Oh, and someone doing one of the fucked up shit of going to people sleeping rough and saying, do you want this bottle of booze or the mystery thing in the box, and it's money in them. And it's just like staged bullshit to humiliate people.
Stupid. Yeah, it's stupid. The reason why I actually created a TikTok account was I wanted to be able to read what people were saying.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to log in. And then I found some really good people to follow, and I interacted.
Yeah.
Put up a few of my own stupid things, transferred some of the basic stuff over from YouTube. But it just became nuts. And then it got worse and worse.
Yeah.
And then the American far right and the American
and
then the weird US centrists just took over, and it just went to shit.
Yeah. So I am yet to get into TikTok, because anytime I go on, it doesn't show me anything interesting.
No, I actually canceled my account. I closed it.
Yeah. YouTube Shorts often are entertaining to me. I'll tell you what sucks ass. Facebook Reels, Facebook's attempt to do that.
Facebook Shorts, you mean?
Sorry?
Oh, Facebook Reels. Sorry, you're talking about Facebook.
Their attempt to do.
I haven't been on Facebook in ages.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts is their attempt to do TikTok. Facebook Reels, and I don't know. Like I'm a fool to myself. I'll be scrolling, trying to see things from people I actually know post all the weird shit Facebook feeds, and I go past Reels, and it's like, this is still me trying to go. And I go to myself, literally every time I click on one of these, it's just shit. It's not good. oh, look, maybe they've got better. And I'll click and it'll just be stupid and boring. And I don't mean like it's bad, I hate them. It's just like, it's just stupid, boring shit. And it's like, ugh. And it's just badly put together. Whereas the YouTube shorts, and I assume virtually anyone who posts shorts on YouTube is posting the same thing to TikTok, but I never see them on TikTok. But it's like, this is stuff created with intention, and and I don't always like it, but at least it's a cohesive thing someone created with intention. And Facebook is just spectacularly, regularly shit. But it's remarkable how bad it is, actually. But
one thing I've noticed with the Facebook videos is I've deleted some that I've shared on my page, because some you come back to, you scroll over like a day or two, and it's no longer a video. It's actually just changed into an ad.
Oh God, yeah.
And I go, no, delete.
Yeah, they're pretty bad for that. Oh, Toby's back. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Hey,
what are we up to? Oh, 9:40. I mean, Saf, you've never been in Facebook jail. Yeah, I did, because even though I knew what would happen, there were certain times in some groups where I couldn't say, fuck all of you, I fucking hate you so fucking much, you pieces of shit, fuck you all.
Facebook jail. I remember when I lived in Facebook jail, 2 accounts.
The number of posts I've seen from you on Facebook, it's like, woo, out of Facebook jail, I bet I can get back there in 24 hours.
I'd be back once I was back within 10 minutes or so. It was one post and bang, I was gone. It was fun.
Yeah.
They even once suspended me for a month. I appealed it, and I won the appeal.
Yeah.
And then I remember screenshotting the reason they actually said that they suspended me for appealing.
Oh God. Okay.
And so I saved that, and as soon as I came back, it was my first post. Bam. Someone was having a bit of a tanty.
Yeah.
And once I actually did that thing where you appeal to that board, and because I'd kept samples of things, I included the screenshots saying that I feel that I've been targeted, and they agreed with me. So
it's like why I never listen to the idiot right-wing dickheads who go, oh, free speech. You've got to let Nazis be on the platform. Free speech. Not least because it's a stupid shit argument, but also because they're liars and hypocrites, where they'll brigade someone whose views they don't like and bulk report them just to make and because the person always comes back because the temporary ban or suspension is completely unwarranted, and they appeal it and they get back, but they just barrage people, and it's just on top of just being pieces of shit, they're also slimy, coward hypocrites as well.
I was being put in Facebook jail so much. Don't know if you remember, I photoshopped my head on a North Korean uniform. Oh no, sorry, it was the prison outfit with the height guy behind me.
Oh yes, lineup thing.
Yeah, and I put the Facebook badge on the prison uniform, and
they love it when you do that.
And I made that actually the funny one, which I thought was when Fraser had his page, and there was that blue line which says I support Fraser, and there was a bit, and it would show you all your profile page.
Yeah.
Pic, sorry, your photo.
Yeah.
And all these people doing it were all getting these removed. And I uploaded one, but I put a picture of Adolf Hitler, and I posted it.
I support Fraser Annie.
Yeah, and it wasn't deleted. It stayed there. And I watched their comments saying, how come we're getting our ours deleted, but he's not? Why is it staying there? I had fun trolling the shit out of those people. I was in Facebook channel a lot, but I had a lot of fun. It was worth it.
Yeah, I actually like that one. That's a good one.
Mm.
So I know Safa saying stuff. Yes, I did see that an Australian got refused entry to the US, but we've been talking about this for months. That you got to be a freaking mug to go to the US at the moment because they are arbitrarily fucking people over at the border. They are detaining and brutalizing people. That guy just got refused entry. He got off light, and it's fucking bullshit.
Mm.
But yeah, at the moment, it's just kind of like if you go to the US and you've been posting something either in social media or in media because you're a journalist and you've been posting anything anti-Trump or pro-Palestine or whatever, and you get fucked up at the US border, it's like, what did you think was going to happen, you idiot? You know, yes, it's wrong. Yes, it's shit. Yes, it's fucked up. But it's just what's happening now. It's reprehensible, but yeah. But Justin, your old standby is you're a US citizen. They have to let you in. But yeah, it's just it's just ridiculous bullshit. Although it was funny on the weekend. I don't know if anyone noticed it. Trump wanted to have a military parade for his birthday, which is definitely a thing that people who aren't tin pot dictators do. And it was just a colossal failure. Like it was really shit and no one went. And
and the No Kings rallies
which
around America
the No
fucking
King rally
dwarfed his birthday rally.
Yeah.
He held the military rally on his birthday.
Yeah.
In like the most thinly veiled attempt at a like dictator rally.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a thing that tin pot dictators definitely don't do. But the various funny things, like the squeaky tank. But there's a thing with soldiers were marching, but they weren't marching; they were just ambling, and they were out of step with each other. It's just like it's just a bunch of people in uniform wandering down the street at the same time.
I just put a Blue Sky link on your the Neurospicy. There's something that you might find of interest in regards to all this.
I was saying North Korea. Again, I don't speak Korean, so that could easily be, as the person who posted it said, I don't care if this is fake, it's funny. And if you post it with I just think this is funny, probably not real. But yeah, I mean, honestly,
it's a dubby.
He knows how to do a parade.
Yeah.
Like you watch the North Koreans.
If you play that, it's dubbed. It's quite funny.
Okay. Safa, what
there's been like 3 or 4 military parades in the US. They're very rare.
Yeah, and Trump having one on his birthday is just like, but also he looked really depressed. Like even he was looking at it going, this is shit. He looked so unhappy so much of the time. That's good.
It's pure Schadenfreude.
Yeah, it's just oof. I want to talk to a German and say, can you give me a compound word for feeling joy at something where it's totally justified to feel joy in, and any normal person would feel joy at this? Because Schadenfreude apparently literally translates as shameful joy, where you rejoice in something that you probably shouldn't.
Okay.
Germans just love compound words. As Homer Simpson says, oh, those Germans, they've got a word for everything. It's like, yes, they do. Just like Everyone has a word for everything. But oh my goodness. Yes, Celtic, that is not a huge leap to say Trump would dearly love to be a dictator.
He's certainly given it a
given it a red hot
try.
go. Yeah. Oh yes, you're doing a Nelson haha laugh. That was weird, yeah, because Albanese was meant to meet Trump at the G7, but then Trump left early because worried about things in the Middle East spiraling out of control, which honestly kind of shows some degree of responsibility, really, if he was going to be calling Israel and saying maybe fire less missiles. I don't know.
They'll listen.
Yeah,
they'll listen when they run out of missiles.
People stop giving them weapons. What was there was a really surreal one where God, I'm trying to remember the exact circumstances, but it was like, again, the Israeli government did something or whatever, and then people saying this is shocking. They want to, and they thought they were going to, get them to stop. And I was going, they've been killing babies for 9 months. I don't think they give a shit that you were upset. Oh no, it was the Freedom Flotilla boat, the one that said we're going to try and bring aid in, and of course they got stopped and detained and whatnot. And people saying this is inexcusable. You can't do. It's like you're saying this about the government that's been murdering children for 9 months. This is not going to be something that tips the balance. It just isn't. It's people are weird sometimes, and again, lefty all the time, and some of the criticism of lefties is founded and is as somewhat of a tendency to be detached from reality and try and be indignant and create a brouhaha out of something. You go, oh God, no one fucking cares. I disagree with the idea. What's that phrase the right wingers use? Oh God, where they just say you're just saying a thing. You're putting
virtue
on a show.
signaling.
Thank you, virtue signaling. I 99 times out of 100, I don't agree with that. It's like where you're just trying to take a principled stand and say this is fucked. This shouldn't happen. They go, you're just virtue signaling, and it's going like, fuck you. You're evil signaling. What the fuck? And it's just, it's just. Sorry, but I didn't expect that to be
evil signaling. I fucking love it. Oh, it's actually true.
It is
evil signaling.
They literally stand up and do that shit. But it's just like, again, 99 times out of 100, I just think, fuck you. But you do occasionally get people who are living some ridiculously comfortable life who'll, oh, I'm wearing a rainbow pin. And it's like, oh, yeah, good on you. Did you make a public stand on something that's actually going to potentially impinge on your life? No, you're just wearing the pin. Okay.
Wearing the pin. Yeah. Rainbow capitalism does that a lot.
Oh my God, the companies that do that. Yeah. Although they all ditched it in America, it's kind of hilarious how quickly they ditched it under this Trump regime. And it's like, it is a lesson to any consumer who thinks, oh yeah, this corporate entity is supporting a good cause. I should buy it. No, they're not supporting shit. They're just doing something.
Capitalism goes to money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why, I've said online sometimes, I did it today as well on Facebook, capitalism doesn't have morals. And some people get really angry with that, but it exists to make money, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And when they make these, there may be individuals within those corporations who think, I genuinely believe and support this, and I'm glad the company's doing it. But the company is going, we believe we will make money by doing this.
Yep.
And you see in America, as soon as they think this will harm us economically, we are no longer going to do it. The cause, fuck the cause. We believe it will harm us economically, so we're not going to do it.
No, I think of the US also there's some political ramifications.
But that's what I meant.
And Target is Target USA is very quickly learning that the people that just excluded are their main customers.
Yeah.
So,
but again, the Trump administration is being psychotic, like telling people what they can and can't do, and a huge number of companies are knuckling under to that. But that's what I said. When it will harm them, I don't just mean people will buy less from them. They go, no, this regime is going to harm us if we take this stand. So we're just not going to do it because we never actually cared. We just did it because we thought it would make us more money.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not just free pride stuff. It's other issues as well. They put their label on.
Oh yeah, it's environmental stuff. It's oh my god! Latest
US is. I mean, it's been happening for years, and I said it years ago. But we're watching the collapse of the US.
Safa, to answer your question, I think it depends on how much their election has been corrupted.
Oh yeah, would Vance win if he runs as president?
Not a chance. The guy's a loser. Everyone knows it.
Yeah, someone more mainstream will win the next one, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican. The measurement will be the midterms next year. That will be a quite strong indicator of what's likely to happen in the subsequent presidential election. If the Democrats don't win sweeping majorities in both Congress and the Senate, the Republicans may well win the next presidential election. If the Democrats do, and I don't mean just slightly get a majority, I mean just have a massive majority. Because again, if they get a super majority, they can actually impeach Trump because he's certainly committing crimes every other day.
Well, but they can impeach it and Trump as well. So
yeah, and again, people have to remember impeachment is not a legal proceeding; it's a political act with some legal trappings around it. But I think they need 3/4 of Congress and the Senate to vote for impeachment.
I mean, if they do it in both houses, they can force him to resign.
No, impeachment removes him from office.
Yeah, so it has consequences.
Yeah.
It just won't send him to jail. But once he's out of office, then all those court cases can resume.
Well, yeah, apart from the fact the Supreme Court has basically said you can't. So
and if he resigns, then JD Vance becomes president.
But
guy is spineless.
If impeachment leads to being kicked out of your job as president, Trump was impeached twice before.
No,
and also Bill Clinton was impeached as well.
Neither of them.
But the difference is
them was successfully impeached. In both cases, the Congress did the impeachment and the Senate rejected it.
Okay.
Both houses have to pass it. Okay.
So technical point, there's the House and the Senate together. They make the Congress.
Yeah, again, they use different.
I thought the Congress was just the lower house.
So there's the House
of Representatives,
the House of
Reps,
and the Senate.
I thought the House of Reps was the Congress.
The Congress.
Okay, fair enough.
together they make the Congress.
Yeah.
Both
Okay.
houses of Congress.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's
So it
I
basically
know.
worked. Trump, the Democrats had the numbers in Congress, in representatives to pass
you can just call it the House.
motion,
That's what they call it, the House.
and they did not have the numbers in the Senate. Same with Clinton. The Republicans had the numbers in the House to impeach. They didn't have the number in the Senate to pass the impeachment.
Okay.
You would also, on top of that, you would have to completely restructure the Supreme Court so there weren't those conservative lackeys dominating it.
Oh,
And constitutionally, they can. Constitutionally, the Democrats could expand the Supreme Court and just add multiple more justices to level it. They're too gutless to do it, but constitutionally they can.
I was speaking to a friend of mine in the States who's a Democrat involved. And I said, well, why don't people complaining join and take over, do a membership takeover by being active? And the response I got was, they tried to join, but the people who control the Democrats keep knocking them back and won't allow them.
It's not impossible, but it's very difficult. Like you see things like, the quite popular Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She challenged an establishment Democrat for his seat. The establishment didn't think it was possible for her to win, but she was very personable and stood for good things, and she knocked him off. The establishment have tried to knock her off several times.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I raised this with this person as well, but what they argued was they tried to bring people in, like we'll call them party members, but they knocked back and they're not allowed. They actually refused them. But the person who actually has a knowledge of who has not a thorough, but quite a good knowledge of how our system works, was said to me, it's not like your system where you pay for a party membership. It went on, but they knock them back really easily. So a lot of people have been knocked back from having membership involvement or something. So,
in some ways, in the US, it's easier for an insurgent to knock off an incumbent.
Could be.
Because it's popular vote. They can just stand and say, I'm a Democrat, I'm challenging this person for pre-selection, and if you convince voters to vote for you, you can't do that here. It's the parties who put the candidates. Now, you do get the jockeying with the factions within the parties, yada, yada, yada. But it
also depends on how the party structures itself.
Yeah.
And how they nominate and vote for people for pre-selection.
Yeah.
Sometimes party members don't even get a choice.
Yeah. The short version is, in some ways, it's easier in the US, but also the Democratic Party is ruthless. If they can, like the way they crushed Bernie Sanders, if they had kept running the primaries like they normally ran, Bernie Sanders would have romped in as nominee, but they saw him as a threat, and they basically got everyone to drop out. So the vote was just, and that was Biden. It's Biden, the party guy, versus Sanders, the outsider, and they just put all the might of the party behind Biden. Again, not illegal, not criminal. Definitely good old political rat fucking, but
it's just happened. Yeah, look, I understand. Like I saw some nasty shit happen when I was involved in the politics here, so it does happen. Actually, that does remind me. Did you see the headline today about who's running the Victorian Liberals?
Oh God! No.
The whole headline you can see it was aiming at with a federal party takeover of the Victorian because it's in such disarray.
Yes.
We got to replace these older men with a younger generation, and then you look who they put in: Nick Reiner.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's an old New South Wales Liberal Party premier.
In the late 80s, early 90s. So we should replace old men with another old man.
Also was notorious.
You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah. Oh my God. The next Victorian state election is going to be interesting because there's all this like, oh, Labor's on the nose. Yeah, did you see what happened in the federal election? And it's just like, and the federal Liberal Party, much stronger presence than the Victorian Liberal Party. Like literally no one knows who they are. And oh my God. Anyway.
It's just so amazing. Like even from here where I can only understand a little bit because you're not seeing it. You got distance. But even I can see like if the Liberals there just concentrated on law and order and some of the shit, they could really scare people into voting them like what worked in Queensland. But they're infighting publicly so bad and suing each other and shit that it's.
But also, they tried the law and order thing like 2 elections ago. They did African crime gangs, Melbourne people are scared. Like Peter Dutton.
I thought that was just a federal thing.
Was literally saying, "Oh, Melbourne people are scared to leave their homes." And it's
I remember the mocking.
In Melbourne went, "No, I'm not. Why are they saying that?"
Yes, Safa. Yes. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to bed as it is a little after 10 p.m. So bye. And probably be back on Thursday night. We'll see what happens. But bye for now. Bye.
You are totally fucked up!